Yeah, and just the reason that we're getting this annual report today was because of a negative audit last year that pointed out, among other things, the need for more communication. Now, there is still a lot of public money going into the streetcar. So today I wanted to know how much they're funding themselves, how much the city is paying, and what that all means for you. It hasn't always been easy for the Portland Streetcar to win support.
No question, we've gone through somewhat of a rocky time of getting everything.
And it hasn't been cheap, but an annual report I looked into today paints a rosy picture.
Our ridership is very good. Our on-time performance is still very good.
This report comes after 2 negative audits were released in the last year. One calling the organization and government behind the system convoluted and confusing. The other pointing out inaccuracies in reports of on-time performance and inflated ridership numbers.
How confident are you that the ridership numbers are accurate now?
We're very confident. Actually, before the audit was published, we were just installing automatic passenger counters on our trains.
I went to Portland Streetcar's executive director with questions about whether things are improving. I learned in the last year ridership has increased by 300,000. That means more fares being collected.
Well, the more riders we have, the more cost-effective it is, yeah.
But I also learned the Portland Bureau of Transportation is still funding a big chunk of the system. Last year, Streetcar had $10.2 million in operating costs. TriMet paid $4.2 million. The city funded $4.5 million, and Streetcar themselves only generated $1.3 million.
Can you become more cost effective?
That's a good question. Absolutely, yeah. I can think of a few places where it might make some sense. I think one of the best things we can do right now is look at our fare mechanisms and try and make sure that we're collecting more revenue on the fare side.
Streetcar supporters say the real payoff has been economic development, say it's helped places like the Pearl District grow. One of those audits pointed out there's no clear way to measure that. But I learned Portland Streetcar is now working on an economic development report that will be published in May.
I don't think we've focused very much in the past reports on economic activity and city business income tax being generated.
And today the mayor called streetcars like this one the best investment the city has ever made dollar for dollar. Critics might argue we're anxious to see that economic development report. As soon as we find out what's in that report and see what it says, we'll let you know. Live in Southwest Portland, I'm Chris Woodard for KOIN 6 News.